Alrighty. Well, I've been out testing my RFN Apollo Rally Pro, however you pronounce it. And the last 2 days, I have been riding it. This thing's been a blast. Quick rundown: it's got rim locks on the rims, heavy duty rims at that, 18-19 combo, 13 inches of ground clearance. Rim lock on the front. Suspension, not like motocross. I mean, the only thing I can compare this thing to would be my KTM 125 SX as far as the suspension goes. And I set them, kind of trying to get them to where they're kind of a little softer, but it just doesn't seem to want to do it that way. So I put them back to where they were with 2 clicks out for a little more firmness. But this thing, I don't know, this thing could be almost like an electrified enduro. I mean, it's got some torque to it. Rabbit mode, yesterday I was testing it out for 3 hours, running it pretty much. In rabbit mode, hit it run 41 miles an hour. And or excuse me, I messed that up. Tortoise mode, it will run 41 miles an hour. Rabbit mode, it'll do 51 miles an hour, pretty quick. And then in rocket mode, it does 51 miles an hour too, but it gets there really, really, really fast. I mean, I don't know how many seconds, but you definitely feel it pulling. And that front end really wants to come up on you. This thing, I've been running around some of these woods here. I didn't go down into any of the water because there's just really no good way of getting back up out of there. And yeah, but as far as the trails, you'll see some of the stuff that I did, some hill climbs, and this thing was worth every bit. And I put some cheaper bark busters. Kind of going to go with the red, orange, and kind of blue theme with this here. I mean, I got factory red here and on the tail, and and then for the spokes, or down by the spokes on the calipers, you got that little red highlights there. But I'm gonna go with orange spokes, the highlight, the orange on the power cable, and the foot pegs, although there's nothing wrong with them, could be a little wider, but you can find them really easy, and they grip real good. But that's got that blue right there, so I'm gonna get them blue pedals to match that. So it'd be a red, orange, and blue. Still have the stealth look, but also have just a little bit of flash to it. Nothing fancy or spectacular. And I'm really impressed with this thing. It comes out of the box with a 74 volt, 35 amp hour battery. What is it? The 2,590 watt hours. So yeah, it screams. Some of these hills, I did one, didn't see that bush knock me over. Didn't lay the bike down. The only thing I scuffed is right here. Took the paint off that little foot peg here because I hit that sand block or sandstone rock. I thought that was a brush. It was actually a little tree. So that knocked me off my line. Otherwise, but you seen I got it back up, straightened up, and walked it right up out of there. These tires, they grip really good. I got no complaints out of them at all. And they seem to updated the swing arm for that flex. They got a cross brace down in there now. I guess that's supposed to help with the flex. I never owned or rode the original one, and so I couldn't tell you. But I'm real impressed with this thing. It's got a really, really good heavy-duty bash plate there, aluminum, and it's a full plate. Comes all the way past and protects your motor, and then it stops right about where the pivot roller or whatever the hell that thing is, where the swing arm connects into. So it's got full protection. Your controllers up inside out of the way. It's got the air vents there. The dash, it's nothing special. I did 8.6 miles today, and that was in rabbit mode. And what am I at percentage wise? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80% rabbit mode, and I've been at it for about, we'll say 2 hours. So, but that wasn't going full balls to the wall. I mean, with the trail riding, you're not running 51 miles an hour or anything like that. So yeah, I got some footage of me doing some hill climbs, testing out like if I was going to do some enduro type stuff with it. And yeah, I'm real impressed with this thing. It's probably one of my better investments. It's the most fun I've had in quite a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my dirt bikes, my gas powered ones, my 2-stroke. But man, like today I'm on limited time and didn't want to have to get them out, get them back done riding, clean them all up and let the motor cool down, tarp them, put them all away. This here, ride to the house, load the rod up and we're done. Cleanup's pretty easy. I didn't get it too muddy today, so that'd be a quick wash there. But I'm really liking the suspension too. Suspension's really good. Like I said, it's stiff. I'd be really happy on my Honda CRF 300L. Everyone that's rode those or owns says the suspension's too soft or plush or mushy, whatever. I'd love to have that suspension on this for this type of wood riding to soak out all them bumps up. That's one thing I love about that CRF. It's not a motocross bike, but when you're doing some trail riding, going over logs or rocks and stuff like that in there, that CRF 300 suspension soaks that up and it makes for a really, really comfortable ride. But suspension on this is stiff. It's more of a motocross type, but I think it did real good in trails. It's gonna be a fun running bike. I didn't do no wheelies. I never was any good at doing wheelies, and I didn't buy this to do wheelies. I bought it for trail riding when I want to be quiet, stealthy, no one knows I'm around, and leave it at that. And this thing fits the bill. And yeah, it comes with a title and a VIN number, so you can, I guess, street legal if you wanted to. I already got enough bikes that are street legal for that. So yeah, all in all, guys, these tires come stock on them. On this one, oh, I can't even find the name on it. It says something farm search or speech, farm something, I don't know. That one was up by the fork. Let's see if I can see it down here. And of course this one's down the same way. Oh, farm special, that's what the tires say. But yeah, the power on this thing, wow. it's pretty awesome. So all right guys, I'm gonna head on home and call it a day, upload this footage. But yeah, if you have the means of getting one of these things, I'd say get it. You won't regret it. This bike, I don't own a Sur-Ron X or a Sur-Ron Ultra B. I don't know if this thing could be comparable to an Ultra B. It's a direct drive. I think the Ultra Bs are gearboxed or something. I don't know. That was one of the things I liked about this and was never interested in Sur-Rons, is that primary belt to chain. And not really thrilled about gearboxes either. Too much stuff to go wrong, wear out. This here is just straightforward. So yeah, and I'm really digging that. And like I said, that ground clearance, 13 inches of ground clearance. My KTM 125XX has got 14 inches of ground clearance and some change. This has got 13. And the suspension's kind of stiff like it. So again, this is, to have anything to compare it to, I'd have to say my KTM 125SX, because I don't have any other electric bike like this here of this caliber. I mean, you know, the little street ones, little step through Concord, how you use to run little errands on in town and stuff when parking's a pain. But yeah, so but this one, can't go wrong with it. I mean, man, it is a blast to ride. Oh yeah, before I got to mention, it's got a 58 tooth sprocket in the back with a 420 chain. I'm not sure what the front is. I'm thinking it's either 13 or 14. I'm not sure. The manual doesn't really say, and depending who you watch, what little information is about these RFN Apollo Rally Pros, there's not much to go by. But on all of them, I noticed they never mentioned the rim locks that this bike comes with stock. The 74 volt battery stock at 35 amp hours. Yeah, range testing. I think trail riding until you need the power. I mean, it's only 10 miles difference between tortoise mode at 41 miles an hour and rabbit mode at 51 miles an hour. But in rabbit mode, if you're wanting to go up some pretty steep hills, you'll see in the video, like I said, you want it in rabbit mode. But yesterday when I was running around for the 3 hours, I kept it mostly predominantly in turtle mode until I needed to get up some hills before my GoPro died, and it did fine. And ran, I think I had 40% left on the battery when I got done with it in 3 hours, and I did 20 miles. So yeah, that was pretty good. And but in that 20 miles, it was mostly just running it as fast as this would go, just to see how long I could run that battery down. But now actual trail riding, I'm at 2 hours, I believe here. Don't got very many miles, 8.6, predominantly in rabbit mode, and I've only used 20% of the battery. So that's pretty good, 2 hours, 20% in rabbit mode trail riding. And that's probably averaging speeds of 15 to 20, sometimes 30 on like some of these little straightaways right through there. But I gotta be careful of the mud and everything, and this little pea gravel. So, all right guys, that being said, I think we're gonna call her a day. Y'all be safe, keep the 2 wheels up. Rabbit mode. See what it does in rabbit mode. See what rocket will do. Alright, this is the hill I flew up the other day. Find out. And it is a lot steeper than it looks. Way steeper. How well the footage is going to come out on the GoPro to show how steep this is. It's pretty good steepness. Yeah, it's pretty steep. She is in rabbit mode. Alrighty. And looks like we're recording. So, let's go. Hopefully, don't wreck. Oh, lost my balance up here. This fucking bush here knocked me out of the way. You guys can see that little ravine right here. It's like part of dirt. I don't know how this is going to work. See, yeah, get back out. Oh yeah, this is shit. Oh yeah, of course. Huh. Yeah. Alright. Nope. This is a dead end. Huh. Well, probably should have walked down here on this one. Alright, well, let's try some enduro. Let's go rabbit mode on this one because I think I'm going to need all the power. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that climb right up out of there. That was awesome. that, so I'll be able to get up it. Let's see what the tractor right up that. Yeah, that wasn't a very big run up. That was incredible. That was some serious. I don't care much for that damn little berm there, but the suspension heat that up really good. Let's try that again. Like a motherfucker. Hell yeah. This bike's worth every penny. Wow. That's incredible.